What happened with most of the entrepreneur and the business owner, that they are engaging themselves in managing the pricing, performance and profitability of the business. This is good, that as an entrepreneur or as a business owner, you are engaging to yourself in managing the pricing, performance and profitability. But what happened to the goods and service tax? Who are managing the goods and service tax compliance? You have to be broadly know about what is the impact of goods and service tax in your business, because this is not a one time of tax that you have to simply pay and settle to yourself. This is something that is going to impact to your P&L item. If you go and see the P&L, the every transactions that is in your P&L, whether you talk about income and expense, every transactions are impacting through the goods and service tax. The input service and capital goods, and the revenues, every transactions. So now the time has come for the entrepreneur and the business owner that they should know about the goods and service tax, because they have to run the business. They are the owner of the profit, and while they are creating the profit, they should know that what are those challenges in goods and service tax, and if there is a big challenge, how to overcome from those challenges. This is important for the business, because as you know that goods and service tax which are impacting to your business at grassroots level, might be your business will not be able to create more profit if you are going to non-compliance with the goods and service tax. So now the time has come to know the goods and service tax, ladies and gentlemen. One of the important informations that I would like to explore in front of you, and this is towards the GST notice that departments are issuing. Because you as an entrepreneur, business owner or a taxpayer are the owner of the profit, you should know that whether the notice that departments are going to issue are impacting to your business. That is more important. You would be surprised to know that in year 2022, the department has issued more than 50,000 notices to the different class of taxpayers. The 50,000 notices the department has already issued to the different class of taxpayer. Imagine what happened with GST. If you are not knowing to the GST and not in attachment with the GST, the day would become, my dear friend, ladies and gentlemen, then you will have a bigger problem. So 50,000 notices in year 2022 the department has already issued, and around 100,000 the notices might become in the coming years. So if you are in the entrepreneurship journey, make sure that you are complying with the goods and service tax. Make sure that you are abiding the rules and laws of the service tax. It is going to help your business to accommodate more and more energies and getting more and more profit through the compliances of goods and service tax. So while we talk about the notices, what are those common reasons that departments are issuing the notices? What are those common reasons of the notice? That I would like to break down for you, and you as an entrepreneur, business owner or taxpayer, see in your business whether these are impacting to you, whether you are not following the compliances, what is the required by the law that you have to check in your business. Now the simple ground of goods and service tax notices that I'm going to explore in front of you here. So the first reasons, the first common reasons of the notices by the department to the different class of taxpayer is that the input that you have populated in GSTR 1 and the input that you have populated in GSTR 3B. And if there is a difference, so what is GSTR 1? This is toward the outward tax liability. So whatever the transactions that are impacting to your outward tax liability. So all those transactions that are available for outward tax liabilities, and the same transactions you will report to your GSTR 3B. So if the transaction that you have reported in GSTR 1 and 3B, if there is a difference, the notices can become. So you have to make sure that whatever the number you have populated in your GSTR 1 and 3B, ये दोनों मैच करना चाहिए। GSTR1 क्या है? वो सारे ट्रांजेक्शन्स दिखाते हो जिसके ऊपर आउटवर्ड टैक्स लायबिलिटी बनती है, चाहे आप B2B की बात करो, B2C की बात करो, एक्सपोर्ट विदाउट टैक्स की बात करो, एक्सपोर्ट विद टैक्स की बात करो, स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन की बात करो, एडवांस रिसिप्ट की बात करो, इनवर्ट सप्लाई की बात करो, इन सारे चीज़ें आप दिखाते हो GSTR1 में, एंड द सेम नंबर्स यू हैव टू रिपोर्ट इन GSTR3B। इफ द सेम्स आर मैचिंग्स, आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। और अगर ये डिफर करता है तो आपके पास नोटिस के चांसेस हैं, नोटिस आ सकती है। द सेकेंड रीजन इज द डिफरेंस in the input as credit that you have avail in GSTR3B and the input as credit is available in GSTR2A. Now GSTR2A is only the facilitations document. However, departments are issuing the notice, and you would be surprised that departments are issuing the notice basis of the difference in GSTR3B and 2A, and differences काफ़ी बड़े हैं। GSTR3B में आपने क्लेम किया है 50 लाख का, 2A में आ रहा है ओनली 10 लाख रुपीस का, फॉर 40 लाख का आपके पास नोटिस आ रही है। सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल while you are going to respond the notices reply. You have to simply give the rules and laws जो उसमें दिया हुआ है उसके बारे में दे करके आप नोटिस का रिप्लाई दे सकते हैं। दैट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट। So if there is a differences in the input as credit that you have available in GSTR3B and the input as credit that is available in your GSTR2A, अगर ये डिफरेंस है तो आपके पास नोटिस आ सकती है। The third reason is that the GSTR1 and GSTR3B, if you are not filing timely, so if there is a delay in filing GSTR1 and 3B, and this delay is continuously for more than 6 months, तो आप समझ रहे हो GSTR1 का टाइमलाइन भी होता है, GSTR3B का भी टाइमलाइन होता है। और अगर आपने टाइमलाइन के अंदर GSTR1 एंड 3B फाइल नहीं किया, आपके पास नोटिस आ सकते हैं। आपसे डिपार्टमेंट पूछ सकता है कि व्हाट आर द रीजन दैट व्हाई यू आर नॉट एबल टू फाइल द GSTR1 एंड 3B टाइमली। That can also be one of the reasons for GST notice. Number 4 reason that the input as credit that you have availed or utilized is wrongly. That wrong manners or the wrong pattern that you have used while you are going to use the input as credit. तो अगर आपने गलत यूटिलाइज किया है और गलत अवेल किया है तो आपके पास GST की नोटिस आ सकती है। The fifth reason is that the GST liability जो आपका आउटवर्ड टैक्स लायबिलिटी या नेट टैक्स लायबिलिटी बन रही थी, आपने पे नहीं किया या कम पे किया या आधा अधूरा पे किया। अब समझ रहे हो आप, जीएसटी का टोटल नेट टैक्स लायबिलिटी दैट यू हैव नॉट पेड और लेस पेड और थोड़ा मोड़ा पे किया एंड आपने आगे चला दिया, इफ दैट इज द रीजंस, again department will issue the notice to you, ask for the balance part of the tax that you have to be deposit. तो ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू हैव टू बी चेक। रॉन्गली रिफंड अगर आपने क्लेम किया तो अब भी आपके पास नोटिस आ सकते हैं। आप देख रहे हैं क्या सिंपल रीजंस हैं, ये सारे रीजंस आपको प्रॉब्लम में डाल सकते हैं। सो दैट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट दैट हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू मेक श्योर द फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ द कंप्लायंसेस, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके लिए। द सेवंथ रीजंस is that you are eligible to registered under goods and service tax. However, you have not taken the registrations. आपका eligible 10 लाख और 20 लाख है ना, उससे ऊपर का टर्नओवर है, still you have not taken the registration. Notices आ सकती है आपके पास। Department has asked some informations from you and you are not producing those informations or creating some delay in producing those informations. डिपार्टमेंट आपसे नोटिस के थ्रू मांग सकता है रीजंस के, व्हाट आर द रीजंस व्हाई यू आर डिलेइंग टू प्रोड्यूसिंग दूज रिक्वायरमेंट, दूज क्लैरिफिकेशंस और द डॉक्यूमेंटेशन जो डिपार्टमेंट ने आपसे मांगा हुआ था, और एनी अदर्स रीजंस वे डिपार्टमेंट को लगता है कि यहाँ पे नोटिस इसको दिया जा सकता है, द डिपार्टमेंट कैन गिव। सो व्हाइल यू आर गोइंग थ्रू दिस ऑल कॉमन रीजंस, 2 or 3 reasons are very, very, very important for you. Please, 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 while you are going to furnish the GSTR1, please input the accurate numbers, correct numbers, and you must have evidence of inputting those number in GSTR1. जो भी ट्रांजेक्शन्स आप GSTR1 में दिखा रहे हो ना, उसका आपके पास कंप्लीट बैकअप होना चाहिए, एंड दैट इंफॉर्मेशन इज आल्सो गोइंग टू बी पॉपुलेट इन GSTR3B. सेम इंफॉर्मेशन को आप 3B में भी पॉपुलेट कीजिए. अगर इन दोनों में अंतर नहीं है, आप बहुत बड़े नोटिस से बच जाएंगे. इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर्स. आप कम से कम नोटिस चाहते हैं, आपको इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट के कंडीशंस और रिस्ट्रिक्शंस समझने पड़ेंगे. And then you have to watch my earlier videos where I have clearly given the suggestions to the entrepreneur and the business owner कि आपको कैसे अवेल करना है, कितना अवेल करना है. That is more important. So while you are going to avail the input tax credit, you have to be very, very sure. GSTR 2A were not the applicable and the final tools to reconcile the ITC. 2A के साथ में कभी कंपल्सरी नहीं था, एंड दैट्स वाई द ITC वॉज नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन GSTR 2A, बट ये ITC इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन योर GSTR 2B, एंड दैट हैज बीन अप्लीकेबल फ्रॉम 1 जनवरी 2022. तो ये आपको ध्यान में देना पड़ेगा टिल 31 दिसंबर 2021 तक. अगर आपके पास नोटिस आ रहा है, एंड द रीजंस फॉर द नोटिस इज दैट द डिफरेंसेस ऑफ योर इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट दैट यू हैव अवेल इन योर GSTR 3B एंड द इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट इज अवेलेबल इन GSTR 2A. अगर इन दोनों का डिफरेंस है, आप सिंपली रीजन बना करके दे सकते हो डिपार्टमेंट को कि GSTR 2A इज ओनली द फैसिलिटेशन डॉक्यूमेंट. इसके थ्रू इनपुट को कभी रिकंसिलेशन करने की जरूरत थी ही नहीं. एंड द मोस्ट सरप्राइज पार्ट हियर इज, जब भी डिपार्टमेंट नोटिस भेजता है ना इन दोनों का डिफरेंस का, डिपार्टमेंट के पास खुद का ही डेटा नहीं होता है. आई मीन वाइल डिपार्टमेंट्स आर गिविंग द नोटिसेस, तो नोटिस का एक पेज दे देता है आपको, उसमें 3B में जो आपने इनपुट लिया हुआ है और 2A में जो इनपुट अवेलेबल है उसका ब्रेकअप नहीं होता है. सो एज ए टैक्स पेयर हाउ आई शुड नो कि 3B में जो आपने इससे पीरियड का लिया हुआ है मेरा इनपुट से तो मैच ही नहीं कर रहा है जो मैंने फाइल करी है, एंड 2A का तो सुभान अल्लाह, 2A के बारे में तो मुझे पता ही नहीं कि आपने फिगर कैसे निकाला हुआ है. एंड दैट इज द बिगेस्ट सरप्राइज. बट माय डियर फ्रेंड, GST 5 साल का भी हुआ है ना, बेबी है ना, भी गलती कर सकती है ना, गलतियां कर रही है. आप हो सकता है अभी आप इसका जवाब देकर के बच जाए, बट ना ये गलतियां धीमे धीमे सुधर रही है. GST द ITC इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन योर GSTR 2B. आप जनवरी 2022 के बाद तो ये नहीं कर सकते हैं, आपको 2B से रिकंसाइल करना पड़ेगा. 1 अक्टूबर 2022 अगेन कुछ रिस्ट्रिक्शंस एंड कंडीशंस आपके ऊपर आए हैं ITC का, वो आपको फुलफिल करने पड़ेंगे. सो दैट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. GST इज ऑल्सो ग्रोइंग. GST is also growing, and with the time you will find that the GST is going to become a complete automated system. All those the GST is going to be run through the automated system only. No departments, no authority is going to be change that. तो ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आपको समझना पड़ेगा. एंड while you are going to see the changes, आज सिनेरियो ये है कि GSTR 1 अगर आपने करंट मंथ का फाइल किया ना, तभी आप GSTR 3B फाइल कर पाओगे. आपने GSTR 1 फाइल कर दिया, GSTR 3B करंट मंथ का फाइल नहीं किया, नेक्स्ट मंथ का आप GSTR 1 नहीं फाइल कर सकते. आपने GSTR 3B सिर्फ फाइल किया करंट मंथ का विदाउट GSTR 1, आपका GSTR 3B एक्टिव ही नहीं होगा. ये सारे सिस्टम डेवलप हो रहे हैं. So you have to understand, then you have to be compulsory file GSTR 1, then you would be able to file GSTR 3B. If you are not filing GSTR 1, your GSTR 3B is not going to be filed. And while you are filing only GSTR 3B, your GSTR 1 is not going to be filed for the next month. It is how the system is going to restrict. System is also taking some time, but over the period you will find that the GST is going to become a very simple. Right now it is a myth. Right now it is a myth because there are a lot of the notifications that government has notified year on year, and you would be surprised to know that if I'm talking about CGST notifications in 2017, there were 75 notifications the government has introduced. In 2018, there were 79 notifications. In 2019, there were 75 notifications. In 2020, there were 90 notifications. In 2021, there were 40 notifications. And in 2022, till date, there were 32 notifications. So see the notifications. There are more than 400 notifications the government has already introduced in CGST. And if I talk about IGST, the rate notifications, explanations, clarifications, there are a lot of. So the ground of issuing the notices are genuine from the department. But what smartly you have to play here is that you have to give the reply. And reply you have to give on the time. So within time, if you are giving the reply, your department will also appreciate you. And being a taxpayer, the department will also help you to understand what is the requirement they have asked for. दैट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. सो ये सारे नोटिफिकेशंस को आप देखें तो ये बदलाव आ रही है जीएसटी में, एंड द बदलाव के लिए थोड़ा सा समय चाहिए. लाइक व्हाट आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट फ्रॉम 1st January 2022 योर ITC is dependent on GSTR 2B. From 1st October 2022 GSTR 2B, that the auto-populated register is again bifurcated into two parts. The GSTR 2B input eligible, GSTR 2B input not eligible. Not eligible because of 6 restrictions, and 6 restrictions because of the supplier, and this restrictions on the supplier side. तो कैसे supplier को control करना है, government is also working on that. So it is important that you as an entrepreneur or as a business owner must know the tax compliance. Like how I am saying that you have to be compulsory fulfill all those rules and regulations while you are going to discharge the tax liability through GSTR 3B, and that is going to help you. One thing that is more important, my dear friend, your business is with the conditions of goods and service tax. If you are not fulfilling the goods and service tax compliances, your business would have bigger problem. If you are fulfilling the goods and service tax compliances, your business have more synergies, and your business would be grow more. Your business would have more tremendous opportunity. You will get more incredible growth, because the GST is the platform, GST is the business license which are helping you to build up more opportunity across the globe. Across the globe, not only within the India. So think about it. As a businessman, आप क्या चाहोगे कि जीएसटी के कंप्लायंसेस के बिना आप अपने बिजनेस का टर्नओवर बढ़ाना चाहोगे, या जीएसटी के कंप्लायंसेस के साथ अपने टैक्स को जीएसटी के साथ में अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाना चाहोगे? दैट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू शुड नो, बिकॉज दिस इज योर बिजनेस एंड यू हैव टू बी टेक अ डिसीजंस. So while you are going to fulfill the compliances in goods and service tax, it is going to help you to build up more and more opportunities in your business over the period of the time, and you would have the more growth, you would have the phenomenal growth, incredible success through the goods and service tax. और अगर आपने goods and service tax को compliances नहीं किया, what I have told you, the ground of the notices, it was the common ground. There are a lot of ground that department can, through their automated system, what they have. So now you as an entrepreneur or as a business owner, start to do the business with the compliances, full of the compliances, so that you would have a greater opportunity to create the larger profitability in your business, and you would get more incredible growth over the period of the time. Notices that would become, if you are genuinely complying with the notices, and if you are genuinely complying with the goods and service tax compliance, नोटिस का जवाब आप दे दोगे. नोटिस के जवाब में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट अगर आपने चोरी करी है, टैक्स को बचाया है, गलत तरीके से पे किया है, आधा अधूरा पे किया है, तो आप समझ जाइए क्या होने वाला है आपके साथ में. ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो नाउ यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, fulfill all those compliances of the goods and service tax, create more and more opportunities, create more and more incredible growth in your business, and allow your business the more oxygens with the flavor of the goods and services compliances. And that is only one of the opportunities that you would have to grow your business. This is Sajjan Singh signing out. Until we meet again. Thank you. Thank you very much.